Hello, and welcome to one more episode of Quantum Tutorials. In this episode, we are going to look at how to configure an object service inside your Fabric app, the object service of type integration and orchestration. So, without further ado, let us get into the Fabric app that we have created. Inside this Fabric app, we have already configured an integration service. This integration service is of type relational database and it is talking to the MySQL DB. It has an operation digital DB underscore article underscore get, which is used to fetch the list of articles that are present inside the article table of the digital DB database. To understand how we have created this integration service of type relational database, please look at the video that we have created earlier. Let us see how to create an object service of type integration and orchestration, making use of the integration service that we have in this Fabric app. Click on Configure New. Select the endpoint type as integration and orchestration services. Give the name of your object service. I am giving the name of my object service as digital objects. I'll select the metadata security level as public. In another video, we are going to look at what are the various metadata security levels that we have for an object service and what is the meaning of each of these metadata security levels. So once you have selected these options, click on Configure option. So once you have clicked on Save and Configure, you are in the screen where you'll have to create objects inside this object service. So the objects are also called as data models. So inside the object service digital objects, we are going to define the data models or objects. I am going to use this generate option. So I am going to generate the object based on the integration service that I already have as part of this Fabric application. I am giving the name of the object as article to represent an article that is present inside a newspaper. Each article would have some fields like the published date, when the article is published by whom the article has been published, title of the article, description of the article. So these might be some of the attributes of the article. And each article will also belong to a type of news. So type will also be an attribute of the article. Let's see how these attributes of this object article will get generated when we generate this article object by making use of the integration service that we have as part of this Fabric app. I am selecting the integration service that I want to use while generating this article object, and I am selecting the operation that I want to use. So generally, we will select the get operations when generating the object models. The reason being, in the get operations, we will have all the fields that are available inside this article object, so that we will get all the attributes of this article object generated for us. That's the reason why we generally use get operation while generating any object inside an object service. Once you have selected these options, click on generate. As you can see here, the article data model or the article object is generated. Inside this article object, all the fields are also generated. If you see, each article will have a unique ID, article ID, published by, who published that article, published date, when the article has been published, headline and description. Along with that, to which type of news this article belongs to. So all these are the input parameters or output parameters of the integration service that you have used while generating this article data model. Based on those input output parameters of the get operation that you have inside your integration service, these fields are retrieved and they are created as fields of your article object. So now you can define which field you want to have as a primary key, which field you want to have as a number or a string, like that. Let us click on save. It says primary key is mandatory for a data model. So we will select the ID which is generated as a primary key. So by clicking on this option, I am making this ID field in the article object as a primary key. So now let us click on save. We are able to successfully generate the article object. On this article object, once you have generated it, you can define verbs. Verbs are nothing but the operations that you want to define on that data model or on that object. So for defining the verbs, you'll have to select the object on which you want to define the verb and then click on mapping. Once you click on mapping, select the object and it will list down all the verbs that are already defined on that object. So currently for the article object, we have not yet defined any verbs. Let us define a verb to get articles. I am using this option custom because I want to define my own name for the action or the operation that I am defining on this article object. I will make it as get articles. And the verb security level, for now let us keep it as public as we discussed. So we will be discussing about the various verb security levels and metadata security levels in another video. Under services, which integration service operation it should internally go and invoke. Whenever this custom verb or the operation get articles which we are defining on this article object is being invoked, so the front end application would invoke this operation get articles which is defined on this articles object, and internally this get articles operation that we are defining on this article object will go and invoke the integration service DigitalDB. In that integration service, I am selecting the operation that it has to invoke. So this is how we are doing the mapping between the verbs that we are defining on our object and the operations that are present inside our integration services. Let's click on add mapping. Once we click on add mapping, you will be able to see this request mapping and response mapping tabs. Using this request mapping, you will be able to map the fields that we have in the article object to the input parameters of the operation that you have inside your integration service. What is the operation in this case? DigitalDB underscore article underscore get. So this is the operation to which we have linked our get articles verb inside our article object. So basically from the front end application, when this get articles operation is called on this article object, the front end would send the inputs in the fields associated with the article object. Now using request mapping, we are doing the mapping between the fields of the article object to the input parameters of the integration service operation which we are invoking. Let's click on edit. So here I want to create the $filter parameter by using the type input parameter that we are receiving from the front end application. So let us look at how to achieve that. I am using the string concatenate function. and I am using a constant. In the constant, I am defining type EQ, and I am passing this type EQ to the string concatenate function, and I am passing the value of the type parameter that is coming from the front end application as the second input parameter. So now the type EQ will be concatenated with the value of the type parameter that is coming from the front end application. And this concatenated value, I am passing it to the value of the $filter parameter of the integration service. We are doing this so that we will be able to achieve fetching those news articles of a particular type that the front end is requesting. If the front end is requesting the news articles of type sports, by creating this OData query and passing to the $filter parameter of the integration service would retrieve only the articles of type sports. This is how we are creating the request mapping. Click on save to save this request mapping. Similarly, we can do the response mapping. Here if you see, the response mapping is automatically created from the output parameters of the integration service operation to the fields inside the article object. So the response which the integration service operation gets will be mapped to the fields inside the article object, which will be sent to the front end application. So this test tab will allow us to test the operation that we are creating. So let us try to test this. So when I click on send, because I am not sending any value for the type, all the articles which are there inside the articles table are retrieved from the integration service operation, and they are given to the get articles operation that we are defining inside our object service. Let us also try to pass the value of type and see how the filtered articles list is being fetched. I am passing the value of type as 3. Assume this is the input that we are getting from the front end application. When we click on send, there are empty list of articles that we have retrieved, because in our backend, our MySQL database, we do not have any articles of type 3. I am passing the value of type as 2. When we click on send, if we see, we are able to retrieve all the articles whose type is 2. So this is how the request mapping that we have created is working, and based on the value of type parameter that is coming from the front end, we are able to pass it to the $filter input parameter of the integration service, and we are able to retrieve the articles of a particular type. So this is how you will be able to define object services of type integration and orchestration inside your Fabric app. Thank you.